morning, guys. It's Miss Moody here. I've got my friend Leo the lion and we're going to read Grandma McGarvey Goes to School. And the illustrator is Jenny Hessell and the illustrator is a man called Trevor Pye, and this book is published by Scholastic. Grandma McGarvey Goes to the Zoo. When Grandma McGarvey went to the zoo, she was looking for something exciting to do. She loaded the picnic basket high with spinach cake and a mystery pie, sardine sandwiches freshly made, and a monster bottle of lemonade. It's rather a lot, she frowned. That's true, but you never know what you might need at the zoo. When Grandma McGarvey arrived at the zoo, she pushed to the front of the longest queue. But feeding the monkeys and watching the birds turned out to be far too boring for words. I need to do something sparky, she said. I know, I'll visit the lions instead. And if I hurry, I have a wee hunch that I'll get there exactly in time for lunch. But although she ran, she arrived late. The keeper had left and had locked the gate. Still, that didn't bother Grandma at all. I'll just have a peek at them over the wall. So she hitched up her skirts and raced for the top, but she clambered so fast that her legs wouldn't stop. And over she tumbled, her heels in the air, and landed kersplat in the lion's lair. Oh no, doesn't sound good for Grandma. As Grandma scrambled to get to her feet, she yelled, "Nice pussy, I've brought you a treat." Then she heard the lion's ominous purr. The treat that it wanted to eat was her. Oh. Then Grandma gulped, "This isn't much fun." She snatched up her basket and started to run. But the lion leapt up and began to give chase and was closing on her at a heart-stopping pace. Oh, I hope she runs fast. When Grandma McGarvey felt herself trip and the picnic basket flew out of her grip, up and up in the air it rose and then fell with a whack on the lion's nose. The lion went cross-eyed and started to cry, but then it caught sight of the mystery pie. And it gobbled that picnic, basket and all, while Grandma nipped safely back over the wall. Then she mopped her glasses and shook her head. "You don't pick a fight with a lion," she said. When Grandma McGarvey was leaving the zoo, she had quite enough and her dog had too. She saw something odd at the end of the lane, a shiny new bulldozer parked in the rain. "I think," said Grandma, glancing about, "that somebody careless has left this out. The zookeeper will be very upset. Let's put it inside before it gets wet." So she hauled herself up on the driver's side, and the dog, of course, went along for the ride. She grabbed at the gear stick and muttered a curse as it slipped from her hand and ripped into reverse. Oh, so it's going to go backwards if it's in reverse. Then the dozer shot backwards into a tree and the dashboard came crashing up to her knee, while the dog went wild and started to yap, then gave a great heave and was sick on her lap. Oh, poor Grandma. So she grabbed for the lever and yanked it again, and the dozer lurched forward and plunged down the drain. Then, before she could open the dozer door, she heard all around her a gathering roar. People were shouting and pointing up high, so Grandma leant over and looked up to the sky. Her eyes boggled open, as wide as could be. The lion had escaped and was stuck up the tree. "Don't worry," called Grandma. "There's no need to shout. That blow from the dozer has knocked it clean out." How are you feeling there, Leo? You good? Then she jumped from her seat and they saw she was right. The lion looked dazed or was frozen with fright. Although some people thought that the spinach pie might have given the lion a huge tummy ache. There it is up in the tree. Then the crowd which had gathered to point and stare began to applaud and whistle and cheer, till the air was filled with a deafening din, and Grandma McGarvey said with a grin, "We had a sensational day, it's true, but that's what you expect when you go to the zoo." And that's the end of the story. Thanks for joining in, guys. I hope you're having fun with your learning at home. Bye.